The terrifying approach of one of the most violent forms of weather. Most tornadoes only last a few minutes and pass over fields. This one just kept going for 45 minutes and headed straight for the town of Moore.
There's going to be a lot of damage produced by this tornado as it keeps tracking, Gary.
This is the month that sees the highest number of tornadoes. Many pass almost unnoticed. Not this one.
Living in Oklahoma and being in the military, they prepare us for it. But I mean, you never expect it to happen, and when it does happen, there's no preparing for it.
America gets hit by tornadoes more than any other country because of its geography. Cold, dry air from the Rockies collides with warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico, triggering huge thunderstorms right over what's called Tornado Alley. Now, this area spans several states, including Oklahoma, and tornadoes are frequent here. So let's take a look in more detail at how tornadoes form. First, if the storms are large enough, they pull air up from the ground. This forms a connection with a column of air which starts to twist. The faster the rotation, the greater the destructive power. Yesterday, the winds reached 200 miles per hour. Now, most tornadoes are narrow, but this one was up to 2 miles across, all of which made it unusually damaging. America's worst tornado struck back in 1925. More than 600 people were killed. So tornadoes are nothing new. And so far, there's no evidence that over the past century that climate change is causing more of them.
With these erratic, unpredictable twisters that have ravaged wide areas of the nation.
In the 1950s, early warning systems were put in place. But tornadoes are notoriously unpredictable. The storms that create them can be forecast, but not the tornadoes themselves. Scientists are trying to understand them, and one researcher who's worked in Oklahoma says it's really difficult.
We're quite good at the moment at predicting the larger scale weather patterns, but as you get down to individual thunderstorms, basically individual clouds, large clouds that put down tornadoes, that's a real challenge, and we just don't have the computer power to be able to model the atmosphere on that sort of scale.
Even the weather forecasters of Oklahoma ran into trouble.
You know, JD, in 20 years I've never said this, but I think it's our time to go.
As they warned of the approaching tornado, they realized that they too needed to move.
Everybody down below, let's go!